Hello, and welcome back to Explain the Charts. Today is June 16th, 2025, and we're diving into Google, ticker symbol Google. We'll be taking a look at recent news and the charts to see what's going on. First, let's address some of the current events surrounding Google. The Department of Justice is scrutinizing Google's $32 billion purchase of Wiz, as reported by Bloomberg. We also see reports that Google to terminate Scale AI partnership. These events, among others, can affect price movement, so we'll look at our charts to find the truth. Now, let's dive into the daily chart. Looking at the past year, we can see a general upward trend. We have higher highs and higher lows, but the past few months have been very volatile. Notice the large swings in early May of 2025, with a big drop followed by a sharp rise and fall. The day that Google dropped 7.74%, we can see volume over 127 million, much higher than average. We can use this to identify support and resistance levels. If we narrow our view, we can look at how Google performed in June of 2025. Looking at the daily chart, we see Google opened June 11th at 176.20 and closed June 13th at 174.67. It appears that it may be a downward trend right now, but we will need to watch closely to see if it has the strength to dip below 174. A break below this level could signal further downside, potentially testing the 172 level again. Let's switch to the 1-hour chart to examine more closely and see if the intraday price action indicates a clearer direction. Looking at the 1-hour chart from June 11th to now, June 13th, we can more clearly see it bouncing around 176 to 177. We can watch these short movements on the 15-minute chart. However, there's significant price movement from 177 down to 172 between these days, so let's focus on that general area. On the 15-minute chart, we can see a support around 177.20. That's bounced a few times, but broken downwards near close of day. Overall, short-term, I expect a dip below 174, potentially testing 172 again with 70% likelihood. For that to happen, it needs to break past the 174.5 level. However, if news of Google's Wiz acquisition goes well, expect it to test upwards around 178.80 within the next week with 30% likelihood. So, to recap, key price levels to watch are 174.5 on the downside and 178.8 on the upside. Keep an eye on news regarding the DOJ's review of the Wiz acquisition, as well as any developments on trade talks with China. These events will likely influence GOOGL's price action. Thanks for watching Explain the Charts. Be sure to like and subscribe for more in-depth analysis.